Tonight we debate 8 sex comedies from the 2000s. Good evening, debate fans, and have we got a show for you tonight. We are doing 2000 sex comedies, and I gotta say right off the bat, this show not safe for work. This show not for under 18. If you're under 18, first of all, go to bed. All right, go to bed, put down the cookies, stop eating the snacks, have some water, probably a little bit, get hydrated, but go to bed. Because tonight is not for you. Tonight, it's adult night. It's Adult Swim. We are talking sex comedies, and the guests that we have on tonight, I let them know before that the handcuffs are off. They are this is no holds barred. They are allowed to debate and say whatever they want, because you know, in a sex comedy, you're getting the rowdy, you're getting the romper. I don't know. You get whatever you get. And guess what? Tonight, that's what we're gonna get for our movies. And man, we got 2 returning guests. I couldn't, well, actually, that's not true. That's not true. We have 1 returning guest. And actually, let me introduce him now. Let me bring him on. He's waiting in the green room. Let's bring him on. Our good friend from J Buck Studios, Jared Buckendahl. Jared, welcome to the program. How are you this evening?
I am doing well. I will say the green screen snacks back here, the green room, not what I expected. I asked for M&Ms. You got me Reese's Pieces instead, right. But you know what? I'm gonna do. It's okay, because we're talking about sex. We're talking about comedy. Yes. We're gonna get filthy in those rompers that you were saying. I'm wearing mine right now.
Well, look, all I gotta say is, in your rider next time, ask for M&Ms. I thought, you know, okay. I saw your face. I thought it was a Reese's face. Clearly, it's an M&M face. I'll do better next time. My apologies.
That's all I ask.
No problem. All right. So our next guest that I'm bringing on, I don't even know how to introduce him. He's a big fan of 50 Shades of Grey. I know that. He's a big fan of Birds of Prey. That is also true. Margot Robbie, a big fan of Margot Robbie. All right. Let's bring him.
Talking about?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he hates Margot Robbie. It's all about 50 Shades. All right.
That Maggie Robbo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. All right. Let's bring him on. All right. You know him. You love him. It's Bongo. Bongo, welcome to the show. Your first time here. How are you this evening?
Why the hell is the computer talking to me? It's saying my name. Pornhub never does this. Who is? What the hell? Hey, Jerry! Jerry is here. Hello.
Yes,
Hello, Jerry. And
hello, Bongo.
Who's this other guy? Who's the bald guy?
Mr. Clean. They call me Mr. Clean.
Okay. It says there, Alan. Hello, Alan. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Yes. My name is Bongo, and I have no idea what's going on. Jenkins was like, "Hey, you've got to come down here and go on the camera and talk about these sex movies that didn't have any sex." So I'm really confused. I have no idea.
Well, no, I think you have sex while you're watching these movies. I think right there, that's a thing, right? You have sex watching these movies.
I don't know. Does rubbing yourself on the cat, does that count as sex?
I don't know. Let's ask Jared. Jared, does that count as sex?
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. Okay, good.
Okay, yeah. Then I had sex about 12 times watching each movie.
Okay, good. And there's only 8 movies, so a couple repeats. Got it. Excellent. All right. Well, let's see the movies that Bongo rubbed one out to. All right. We have the number 1 seed, the 40-year-old virgin, going up against the number 8 seed of Zack and Miri. Coming up in the second matchup will be the number 4 seed Van Wilder against the number 5 seed EuroTrip. The number 3 seed, Wedding Crashers, goes up against the number 6 seed, American Pie 2. The number 2 seed, Superbad, going up against the number 7 seed, The Girl Next Door. If this is your first time tonight, this is one hell of a show to start off with. But if this is your first time, you guys are going to vote until we get one winner tonight. But let's start off with our first matchup. It's going to be the number 1 seed, 40-Year-Old Virgin, against the number 8 seed, Zack and Miri Make a Porno. Bongo, I can't believe I'm saying this. We're going to start with you first. I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock. How do you feel about this matchup?
I don't know. Okay, so, these are definitely movies. One of them, okay, so you've got the 4-Year-Old Virgin, which, at first I thought, we were going to get the FBI breaking down the door, but, he's not 4 years old. So, that's fine. Oh my God, that's, it's a movie. It's got, that guy from the Anchor movie, he's in it. Nobody had sex really, it was kind of implied. So, and it wasn't really a comedy. So I don't know why this movie is here. Then you've got, Jack and Margaret making the porno. Okay, so at least that movie, it had plenty of boobs, so I was very happy about that one. Still, I don't know. I love the scene though, there's a guy, they're in the coffee shop and they're having sex on the counter, and this guy comes in to buy coffee at 3 in the morning. Oh my God, so funny. You should have seen it. Okay, so I'm supposed to say which one I like better. Well, they're both crap, okay? So, but I don't know, if I had to watch one or the other, I'd probably watch Jack and Mary and the porno, because it had more boobs in it. But
true.
I don't know. Is that it? Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Yes.
Can we talk about 50 Shades? Come on, man. What the hell's going on?
Hey, 50 Shades not a comedy, although it is pretty hilarious watching how terrible that movie is. All right.
Yeah, that's debatable.
Yeah, that's true. Jared, we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock for you. Zack and Miri or 40-Year-Old Virgin? Which way are you going tonight?
Well, Bongo, nice to talk to you, nice to see you and whatnot. I will say, since you did not get your GED and do not know how to read, it is Zack and Miri Make a Porno, not whatever the hell you said it was. But between these two movies, obviously 40-Year-Old Virgin, very quotable with the boner jams and all of the fun characters in there. You got to break it down. Both of these have some nudity as well. Like, we're getting into sex comedies. The sex portion of both of these movies is there. Seth Rogen in both of them, and they're both fairly quotable, kind of like what I said with the boner jams, but also Bongo, saying that scene where the guy's going into the coffee shop to get coffee. There's also the swallow my I believe a cockachino is one of the quotes from this movie. So it is very raunchy. It's very much hitting that mold of those sex comedies. If I have to lean towards one, I think the one that I'm going to say that is more memorable of scenes and whatnot is probably the 40-Year-Old Virgin. I mean, it is rated as what the number 1 seed or seat in this tournament and whatnot. The scene where he's getting waxed was apparently all improvised on the spot and whatnot. Kelly Clarkson and everything. I think it's out of these two, I will say it's 40-Year-Old Virgin. Might run into some stiff competition later. There we go. We're hitting that sex part of the show. Yeah, Bongo like that one.
Boom.
But yeah, I think Steve Carell, the crew in there, Paul Rudd is always great. The supporting cast in that one I think is a little bit more strong, even though there are some very funny parts of Zack and Miri Make a Porno, which also they had to change the name when it was in the movie theater or whatever, because I think that it was causing such a stir with those at-home, stay-at-home moms that
boomers,
didn't get their 50 Shades fix yet.
Yeah, they changed it to Zack and Miri. They dropped the Make a Porno part. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm not actually sure what Bongo decided on, but I know Jared's going 40
50 Shades.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
vote for that.
Yeah. Well,
one thing I will say about Jack and Mary, you got to hand it to Kyle Smith or whatever his name is. The fact that all his characters. They all have the same character, they're all the same person basically. Like at least he's consistent, I mean that's really saying something.
Sure, okay, we'll roll with that. And just so the audience knows, Bongo, sometimes he gets things confused. In case anyone was a little worried, he is, his little monkey tiny brain does. I'm sorry, he's still here. I will
say also, people watching that are maybe underage that are watching right now, don't do drugs.
Well, no, no. Well, okay, yeah. Underage, yes, underage, yes.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
If anyone else is still watching this, because I imagine you've turned off this crap by now,
probably.
Don't listen to Jerry and Adrian because they don't know what they're talking about.
I forgot to tell people, if you want to vote, I'm such a terrible host tonight. If you want to vote for 40-year-old virgin, do exclamation vote 1 in the chat. If you want to vote for Zack and Miri, exclamation vote 8. I got to tell you both. I actually am voting for Zack and Miri make a porno.
Whoa.
Not because I necessarily. Okay, I 40-year-old virgin's going to win. Look, it's clearly got a 2-to-1 vote here. It's gonna win. But I really want to give some love to Zack and Miri. This movie's way better than I think everyone remembers it to be. Luckily, I got to rewatch it not that long ago because of a bracket that we were doing. I forget exactly which one. But this movie, it was way ahead of its time. It's actually one of Kevin Smith's best films. And that's saying a lot because Clerks is great. Dogma's great. Jay and Silent Bob, Strike Back, great movies. Zack and Miri, he's very reserved. He's as a scriptwriter and a director. It's incredibly funny. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies. However, I think 40-year-old virgin is our winner for this first round. We'll go 71% of the vote. I'll round up a little bit. 71% of the vote. Moving on. Bongo, are you surprised that the virgin moves on?
I'm surprised that either of these movies made it, to be honest. I'm a bit disappointed. I thought that maybe, people would just stay away from their keyboards and not vote for this crap.
Okay, well, I am personally happy that you did not stay away from your keyboards. Stay by your keyboards. Don't listen to Bongo. He's the puppet. Excuse me.
You're a puppet. You're a puppet.
I mean, the monkey doesn't know what he's talking about. Or let's go on to our next matchup. The number 4 seed Van Wilder going up against the number 5 seed EuroTrip. Jared, I gotta say, even before you start, this one is really tough for me. I don't know how you're going to talk about it, but I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock for you. How do you feel about Van Wilder and EuroTrip?
Yeah, I have to echo what you just said. This is a hard one. Emphasis on hard. Van Wilder, I absolutely loved. Grew up watching this movie so much. Fun fact, I think my brother had this one. I would steal it and watch it all the time, for research purposes. But Ryan Reynolds is the perfect character in Van Wilder. He was Deadpool all the way back then. We just didn't know it, with the quick wit and the talking and everything. Plus, it has that nudity factor. It has the raunchiness. It has that scene with the cream-filled long johns and the dog. Just, it makes me so sick just thinking about it. But it is just such a funny film. But EuroTrip is one that I think a lot of people sleep on. Sure, there's Road Trip. That one's whatever. More people remember that one, I think. EuroTrip is hilarious. It's them going overseas, going on this wacky adventure of, thinking a pen pal is a man, and then it turns out to be a woman, and he's trying to fix it all. But, you have Fred Armisen on the subway where he's like, scusi, and then he gets butt naked and whatnot. And then there's also the country that they go to, and they only have like $2. And he's like, you see this? I have a nickel. I open my own hotel. So like that movie, I think, is more, even the robot scene on the street with the street performer. I think EuroTrip is taking it for me the more and more I talk about it. But Van Wilder is one that I think the more, I think EuroTrip is one that a lot of people haven't seen. Van Wilder is one that more people have seen, so they might lean towards that one, especially since Ryan Reynolds is at the forefront. And it got a sequel. Don't watch the sequel, not great. But my vote, 100% EuroTrip. I'm loving that movie. And then I didn't even mention Matt Damon. Scotty Doesn't Know is in that movie.
I was wondering who is the first person that's gonna do that one. Yes. Okay. Bongo, 2 minutes on the clock for you. How do you feel about Van Wilder versus EuroTrip?
Okay, well, it's interesting that Jerry would say that this Europe trip was a movie that people slept on because, I did the same thing, pretty much in about the first 10 minutes, I was out like a light. Then you've got, this other movie, the van movie with Reynolds in it. And, that was also kind of crap, but I gotta say one thing, man. That scene, the scene where they, the dog, and he's got these giant balls, like his balls are so full, and they milk the dog into the cream buns, into the pastries, and then you've got these guys, they're eating it, and oh my God, man, come on, that right there, that was fantastic, and kind of thought about Jerry during that scene. I imagine, that's kind of what his balls look like at the end of a week. So because the Wild Van movie, that made me think of Jerry and his balls, I'm going to vote for the European trip, even though I didn't see it. Because at least it didn't make me think of Jerry Bucketfall and his pants off with giant balls getting milked.
Well, Bongo, you're a world traveler, so I'm kind of surprised you're not leaning towards EuroTrip.
Oh, yeah, look, I'm sure if I actually stayed awake through that pile of crap, I might, what do you say? I voted for it, okay? What more do you want from me? Okay, come on.
All right, well, let's see what the people have to say on this one. All right, let's start the poll.
Yeah, let's have a look.
If you want to vote,
people are saying that they think the monkey is annoying and stuff like that.
I mean, you are. You are extremely annoying.
I think they're all jerks.
If you want to vote for Van Wilder, do exclamation vote 4 in the chat. If you want to vote for EuroTrip, exclamation vote 5. Here's what I'm going to say. I just did a rewatch the other day. I posted it online. If you, sometimes I do some random pop-up rewatches. I did rewatch a Van Wilder. It was really slow at the beginning. It kind of picked up towards the middle. I had a very good time with it. I don't know. I'm rooting for the upset here. Look, I don't know. Here's the thing. If you're watching this on the VOD, you probably won't hear this because I'm gonna have to mute it later. But this song is the best, and it just encapsulates how great EuroTrip is. Jared, you are so right on sleeping on this movie. I mean, this chat is not sleeping on this movie, but I gotta say, I from the first viewing of this movie, I absolutely loved it. It is hilarious. I'm sorry, I don't know her name, but she was extremely attractive. No, the sister, the twin.
Oh, yes.
It was like,
is that the Harriet Spy?
Yeah. I mean, whoo. Okay, so anyway, and look, Van Wilder, it's a good movie, great, but I just gotta say, EuroTrip just hits me in all the funny places. So I personally am gonna go EuroTrip, but it doesn't matter because overwhelming. I'm actually surprised. I am surprised by this result. People are loving EuroTrip. We got a 84% to 16% vote.
I'm surprised because the Wild Van movie. I mean, it did star one of the greatest actresses of our time. Of course, Terry Reid, whatever her name is.
Okay, all right.
I mean, oh my God.
No,
she is so absolutely brilliant.
Can I say this? Okay.
Everything she's in.
Rewatching Van Wilder the other day. Tara Reid is one of the worst actresses ever, and I'm pretty sure. And I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure they ADR'd literally every single line she gave. I'm pretty sure that on set.
Shark movie.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see Sharknado, but like I'm like between this and what's the other sex comedy she was in? I forgot. It's
Oh, that was
American Pie.
Right.
Right. She was there. She was American Pie girl. I'm pretty sure in every single scene they ADR her lines because she gives such a terrible performance the first time around. They really have to like hone it in and work on it.
I think it's because she has such a sultry voice. They want to get it clear.
Yeah.
You know that like middle-aged smoker voice? That's what they want.
Yeah, let's go with that.
They actually did the same thing for her sex tape. They had to ADR her lines in and everything because she wasn't giving a good performance, apparently.
Someone in the chat said, "What does ADR mean?" It means additional dialogue replacement, right? Right, Jared? Is that I believe that's what it stands for.
Don't ask me. Come on.
I thought. You're right. What do you know? So what that means is, you know, you go into the booth later on and they put it on the big screen and the actors like watch the movie and they re-record their voices because usually it's because the sound quality on set isn't always as good. For Tara Reid, I think just her line giving just not really as good. No, I don't think it's after director.
Giving though is probably better.
Yeah.
What?
What?
All right, let's move on to our third matchup of the first round. Is the number 3 seed Wedding Crashers going up against the number 6 seed of American Pie. Hopefully, now we're 0 for 4 with Bongo for actually enjoying a film. Maybe one of these two films we actually might get Bongo to enjoy. Wedding Crashers, American Pie 2. 2 minutes on the clock for you, sir. What are you going with on this matchup?
You know, it kind of surprises me, Alan, that you're giving me 2 minutes to basically say that both these movies were crap. But let me elaborate. Okay, so you've got the wedding is crashed. That movie didn't really have much going for it. I mean, you got that that redhead Australian chick. She's pretty hot. But and there was a scene at the start where there's a whole bunch of boobs. But other than that, you keep saying it's a sex comedy. Well, it's neither. I didn't laugh. I only jerked off about 3 times. Then you've got the Pie movie. Which side is it? It's on that side. There we go. It's American Pie. 20 or whatever. I mean, come on, that entire French fries is just incredible. You know, those movies, they keep on giving. They're so good. And this one, there's that scene, where you've got the 2 hot chicks and the guys are like, hey, you got to get it on. You've got to kiss each other. And they're like, oh, no, you got to kiss each other first. And, it's a movie that brings up some moral questions and stuff. It makes you think. It's a thinking man's movie because you're like, would I go through that in order to see these 2 hot chicks? Like, I was thinking, like, would I make out with Jenkins' cat? Or, if someone said, hey, you gotta sniff the cat's butthole if you want to see these 2 hot chicks get it on. Well, oh man, wow. So much to think about. So look, I'm going to go with the Pie movie on this one, mainly because the other one is a complete pile of crap.
Yeah, I don't really want to know about you humping cats. I really don't. But hey, you do you, Bongo. You do you. 2 minutes on the clock for.
I do me sometimes. Don't you worry about that, Adrian.
Sometimes I think is not accurate. If I'm being honest, it's probably a lot more than sometimes. All right, 2 minutes on the clock for Jared. Wedding Crashers, American Pie 2. Which one? Don't do it right now, Bongo, please.
Oh, man. Yeah, Bongo, we're going to have to censor you if you're doing that. And also, I think you might be a little confused because I think the movie you watched was Cream Pie 2. I'm sure the Stifler character is in both, but that is a much different plot, much different characters and everything like that. But out of these 2 movies, like Bongo had said, he said some smart things there where he's saying, Wedding Crashers, boom, you get right into it. You understand they're going to weddings, they're crashing it, and there's boobies everywhere. Yes, boobies indeed. But you jump over to American Pie 2, and yes, 53 minutes in? Why do I know that? Who knows? There's definitely a scene there as well between two women and whatnot. And I think that that's a very fun situation because, like Bongo said, he's put into a situation. Would I do this? Would I get into this situation of, I got to kiss a man to see some more action and whatnot? But the funny part is with all of the cutaways to like the burger joint or the dad that's grilling, and the wife is like, "Hey, honey, it's time for dinner." I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. Yeah. So American Pie definitely has that American Pie flavor, if you will, that people that love that franchise and whatnot, or French fries in the words of Bongo here. It has some fun bits to it, but I think that Wedding Crashers is the one that people are going to go for here because it has a great combination of Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. There's a lot of quotable lines as well, like "you motorboating son of a bitch," and then them going and having to play football and all of that stuff with Bradley Cooper. I think American Pie holds a little bit, that sentimental spot to me because I ran out that VHS, but I think Wedding Crashers is the one that I'm going for here.
Okay, interesting. All right, so.
Yes.
And the Pie movie also had Tamara Reid in it as well.
Yes.
So yeah, pretty much any movie that she's in, which is pretty much all of these movies, I think, they all get my vote because she's brilliant.
Brilliant. Absolutely. All right. If you want to vote for Wedding Crashers, vote 3 in the chat. If you want to vote for American Pie 2, vote 6. And I got to say, as the vote's going on, so I'm very disappointed with some of you in the chat over there. You guys are saying that Wedding Crashers is boring after 5 minutes, highly overrated. Like, who are these people? How did you get in here? I should have had my buddy Vinny kick you out. This is not good. Not good.
Everybody in the chat is a jerk then, because I agree with them.
All right. So here's the thing.
Keep it up.
I am absolutely voting for Wedding Crashers. First of all, I personally love this movie, but I would be sleeping on the couch tonight because wife Jecture would make sure that I would not be sleeping in the bed if I didn't vote for Wedding Crashers at least once tonight, because that's one of her favorite movies of all time. And I think you guys are confusing American Pie 2 with American Pie. American Pie 2, not as good. I don't know. It didn't
I just remember
hit me.
that 5-minute scene in the middle at 53 minutes. That's all I remember.
Look, I get that your spank bank is full of American Pie 2. I understand that. It's all good.
Rude.
Yeah. No.
The version I saw was like 10 minutes long. Is there more to it?
Good.
I only saw the 2-minute version.
Yeah,
because that's all. That's all it takes, right?
That scene where the guy is at the barbecue and everything, you can tell that movies are bullshit because realistically, his wife would be in the kitchen making dinner.
Okay. On that note, we have Wedding Crashers.
Why was he doing the cooking? What the hell, man?
Wedding Crashers, 63% of the vote. Moving on to the next round. All right, let's see what our next matchup is. The number 2 seed, Superbad, going up against the number 7 seed of The Girl Next Door, Jared. Thank God we're going with you first. 2 minutes on the clock. How do you feel about these two films?
I would like to give my 2 minutes to Bongo. Thank you.
No.
2 minutes on a clock.
Executive decision, veto.
Bongo, stop. Again, The Girl Next Door was a movie that was played over and over and over again, many a time. Fond memories with it. Not too many people. I think this one might fall into that same field of EuroTrip. A lot of people maybe don't remember this one. Not that many people watch this one, but man, yeah. But Superbad, I think, has it all. It has the sex, it has the comedy, it has that coming of age story. It hit me at the right time because I think graduating high school when that film came out. I didn't mean to say it that way, but you know what I mean. But Superbad has the McLovin, the police, the situations of them going to all of these parties over and over, just trying to have one cool night before their graduation and whatnot. I think that more people can relate to that than somehow dealing with a porn star in high school that is still maybe doing porn or retired. I don't know. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I don't even remember what exactly happens in The Girl Next Door. I'm getting that film and 21 mixed up because I think that, you know, same character and whatnot. But I think that, yeah, Superbad has got it locked on this one. I think that honestly, so many people are going to be voting for this one. This is how I'm leaning towards Superbad.
Yeah, it's an up-road battle for Girl Next Door. I think I want to give that movie some love, but it's certainly I think this is going to be a runaway. 2 minutes on the clock for Bongo. Superbad is the extreme favorite here, Bongo. Is there any way that Girl Next Door can beat Superbad?
Well, yeah, this one's pretty easy, actually, Alan. Because, like I watched both movies, and one of them is about this guy dressed in blue who's got the red cape, and he's flying around and saving the world. And I don't understand why you put that movie in, with these sex comedies, because nobody had sex.
No, that's Superman, Bongo. Superman. You watched the wrong.
That's what you just said. That's what I watched.
You watched the wrong movie, Bongo. It's Superbad, not Superman.
Yeah, that. Well, anyway. But look, it doesn't matter because you've got the next door girl. Look, what can I say? I didn't even really pay attention to the story or anything because you've got this blonde chick, this Elizabeth Crumpet or whatever her name is. My God, man. My God. She could give North Dakota Johnson a run for her money. If they were giving her money. Like, she was hot. She was so hot that I think I jerked off about 26 times during this movie. The only thing I didn't like about it is, that guy, that Timothy Elephant, his hair, it was just like Jenkins. He looked too much like Jenkins in that movie. But I love that his character was really complex. Like, 1 minute he's this badass. He's like, oh my God, I'm going to beat you up. You're stealing my prostitutes. And then the next minute he's doing really nice things. He's like paying compliments to the lady at the counter. He's like, oh, hey, your blouse looks really nice. It makes your boobs look pretty. And then he's like, oh, I'm going to beat you up. Oh, they just couldn't really pick a character for him. And I thought that was very clever writing. But at the end of the day, you got Elizabeth Crumpet versus a guy in blue tights. So, yeah, I'm going with the Crumpet movie, the next door girl. Yeah.
Okay, let's start the poll because this is going to be a runaway. I know it is, so I might as well just get it out of the way. If you want to vote for Superbad, exclamation vote 2 in the chat. If you want to vote for The Girl Next Door, exclamation vote 7.
I'd love to, but I can't.
I mean, look, the vote here is vote 2, right? It's clearly Superbad. Although I will say, Alicia Cuthbert, over here, Alicia Cuthbert, the girl in the poster.
That's me. You're pointing to me.
Yeah. Okay. To your right. Your left. I don't know. Perfect. Look, she's actually a really good actress. She was in The Ranch. I don't know if you saw The Ranch, which was a long running Netflix sitcom with Ashton Kutcher. Excellent show. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. She's a very good comedic actress. It doesn't hurt that she's extremely attractive. She's definitely the draw.
Oh, it did hurt after a while.
Well, yes, I mean,
trust me.
Talk about rug burn.
Yeah.
After about the 17th time, man, it hurt. But you sometimes you got to keep going because at that point I was only about 20 minutes into the movie.
Yeah. Superbad is gonna win. But no, I agree with you. Alicia Cuthbert is she's on my celebrity card. If you know what that is, she's on my celebrity card. She's one of the 5. Okay.
Your penis?
What?
I don't know what that means. Can you please elaborate?
All right. Well, if you're a boomer like me and you watch Friends, okay, there's a thing called a celebrity card where you get 5 celebrities on your fictional card, where if you ever run into that celebrity, you get a free hall pass from your marriage, okay? So I would say she is definitely on there. She's so let's
Exquisite.
Let's move on.
So essentially, what you're trying to tell us is that you want to cheat on your wife. Well, okay, you heard it here first, everybody. You heard it here first. Alan would cheat on his wife. That's yeah. Subscribe to this channel.
All right.
Okay, I'll take over. You know, there's this poll down here, and everyone's voting for the wrong movie. So, cancel your vote and vote for the one with Elizabeth Crumpet and Tim Elephant. Yeah, you're voting for the wrong movie. Although I did like that bit where Superbad was flying around the world to change time. Like, you know, that bit was pretty cool. Still not a sex comedy, though. Hello?
I'm sorry.
Come on, man, you got a show to run, you know? Like, it's already bad enough that you're cheating on your wife, and now you're giving up on YouTube as well.
I'm sorry. I'm literally crying. All right, 70% of the...
Yeah, so will your wife when she finds out what you're planning on doing. But, you know, I won't say anything.
Okay, I'll just say, Wifejecture, who I know is definitely, probably, maybe watching, absolutely has her own card. Okay, so let's not get it twisted. Okay, we have an understanding. No, I'm just kidding. All right, 70% of the vote for Superbad, and moving on. Oh my God, Bongo, you. You've twisted my words, and now I look, I might as well not vote for Wedding Crashers because I'm probably sleeping on the couch anyway. All right, so let's move on. Let's go to the next round. But before we do...
What the hell is this thing? What, like, seriously, man, what have you got me into? What am I doing here?
Before we get to the next round... as always, you guys get to vote on. I'm so upside down. You guys get to vote on a future show and help with the seating. Okay, how you do that? You go to rank.fanjecture.com. I don't know if I have exclamation rank on there. I might. Let's see. Yeah, I do. If you do exclamation rank in the chat, link will come up. Rank.fanjecture.com will get you to the future one, and tonight is the last night for you to vote on next week's show. And what is it? It is the best trilogy. That's right, we are voting on the best trilogies.
50 Shades! It's the winner, everybody. The competition is over. It's the 50 Shades is the winner.
Actually, here are the ones that you can vote on. It's the Lord of the Rings, the Dark Knight trilogy, the Toy Story trilogy, Indiana Jones, the original Star Wars trilogy, the Godfather trilogy, Back to the Future, Captain America. For those asking you in the chat, some of them aren't trilogies. Look, all right, Toy Story 4 was not necessarily part of the trilogy when they first originally concepted. So you know, we're counting it anyway. Indiana Jones, I know. Crystal Skull, we're not doing that. Just stop it. I know there's like a million Star Wars movies, but we're doing the original trilogy, and that's it. So go vote, and if you want to complain, I really don't give a shit. I just gotta say,
you forgot the best trilogy of all time.
Where's the Blade trilogy?
Oh God. Every fucking buddy's got to complain about something. Oh my God. 50 Shades, Blade trilogy. Oh my God. Okay. You're right.
Where's the Jumanji trilogy?
Wait there.
Yeah, where's the Jumba? What? Yeah, that one. Where's the 50 Shades trilogy, man?
You know, Jumanji actually probably would have been a good one. So thank you for contributing, Jared.
What about The Matrix?
No, come on. You don't really believe
The
that.
Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks. Come on.
You don't really believe that, do you? The Mighty Ducks. Hold on.
Have you seen
let's take a break.
D2? Those rollerblading scenes. Whew.
After the
Where's
first,
the Jenkins parents' wedding night tapes? There was 3 of them. They're pretty good, trust me.
or do they involve sex tapes?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go
That's
to the
pretty much
next
all it is,
round.
Jenkins' parents having sex.
Yeah, gross. All right, the number 1 seed 40-year-old virgin going up against the number 5 seed of EuroTrip. I think this one, man, I think is going to be a tough one for people. I've just knowing the chat tonight, it's been back and forth. 40-year-old virgin, EuroTrip. Bongo, we're going to start with you. Tell me which one you actually enjoy this time. Pick one that you love, that you spent more time with than others, in more ways than one. 2 minutes on the clock for you. Where are you going on this one?
Okay, well, thank you, Adrian. So the movie that I actually liked, that I recently watched was this Star Trek: The Rising Skywalker. That was a movie I liked. What? Oh, you mean out of these 2? Oh God. Well, I don't know. I guess I've just been reading on the wiki Pinky Tiki. The EuroTrip has a scene where there's a guy pretending to be a robot. I mean, I don't know. That sounds pretty cool. But then it also says they go onto a nude beach that is well. How can I put this? It's a sausage fest, okay? There's apparently there's a lot of dick in this movie, so I don't know. If you like that sort of thing, then maybe you lean towards the EuroTrip. Then you've got the 4-year-old virgin. Yeah, okay, so it's more of a drama film, though. Really, like I didn't laugh in it very much. But look, okay, I'm gonna go with the EuroTrip because it's got the guy. Oh wait, Dix. This is really hard, and I mean, I know I usually say that when I'm sitting here in front of the computer, but can I vote for neither of them? Like, do you really need my opinion on this?
No,
Do
I
you
mean,
need it?
look, your opinion is shit. Let's be honest. So no, I don't need your opinion. So,
let me just find your wife's email address. Hang on, it's down here somewhere. I'm sure of it.
2 minutes on the clock for Jared.
Okay, yes.
Jared, where are you going for these 2 films?
Oh man. Okay, so while Bongo's trying to find an email address that he may or may not have, 40-year-old virgin, I let it pass the first round. I thought it was better than Zack and Miri, but I wasn't 100% sold. Here, EuroTrip, no doubt about it, is the better sex comedy between these two. 40-year-old virgin is highly overrated. Sure, there's some fun quotes and some fun situations of like, oh, I'm gonna put my bike in your trunk, and the speed dating, the boner jams, the just anything dealing with Steve Carell in this film. EuroTrip one, though, is one that a lot of people are sleeping on. It has so many fun situations and characters and whatnot. Like Bongo was saying, there's that robot dance-off scene. There's the train scene again with Fred Armisen. There's the scene with oh God, what was it? The opening scene with, like I said, Matt Damon singing, and then the Cooper guy jumps in the hot tub and tries to trick those girls. It definitely has the sex appeal, like Bongo's saying. It does have some schlong dongs flopping around on the sands of that nude beach. But there's so many, like, it's a rewatchable movie. 40-year-old virgin, I think it hit at the time, and someone was convinced that this is a good movie. Sure, it's good, but it's not a quotable, laugh out loud, a rewatchable one. EuroTrip is the one.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm saying it.
Okay, all right. Well, I was gonna ask people to sub to you later, but that's gonna be a hard sell later.
No, you know what? I'm standing by it.
All right, let's get this one rolling. All right, if you want to vote for 40-year-old virgin, do exclamation vote 1 in the chat. If you want to vote for EuroTrip, exclamation vote 5. And look, I am certainly not going as far as Jared as saying that the 40-year-old virgin is overrated. That's fucking insane. I'm sorry. It's R-rated tonight.
Are you fucking high right now?
It's R-rated tonight. I don't care. We're going all out tonight. That's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard. This movie is not overrated. It's fucking.
Have you listened to anything Bingo has said?
It is hilarious, but
Yeah,
however,
and
I know it's not going to win, but I'm actually still going to go with EuroTrip. Look, I agree. I just something about this movie that just like that hit me at the right time. It must have been like the right age and the right comedy, and it's so funny. The scenarios are excellent. You're right. Fred Armisen rocks it in this movie. It's great.
Oh,
the whole look, it's not going to win. I already see it's not going to win. But the whole
let's also address the
incest
thing in the room. That the European trip poster, it's got more boobs than this guy over here from the orifice.
Hello, EuroTrip has incest. Okay, 40-year-old virgin has no incest. Incest is funny. Okay,
that's what sells these days.
That's
absolutely.
Really nice when you light one up and it makes the room smell really nice. I love incest.
All right, I'm just sad that I'm not going to get to play the Matt Damon song anymore, guys. The Matt Damon cameo is just it's classic.
It's wonderful.
It's so fucking good. It's so good, but it doesn't matter because 40-year-old virgin.
Was he the robot?
Was he what?
The robot.
He was
he was not the robot. No.
Or what about we didn't even talk about the guy that's supposed to take him to Berlin but doesn't take him to Berlin. Yes. No Berlin.
Listen, if you didn't vote for Eurotrip, I feel like you didn't see it. Although it did crush last weekend.
We didn't talk about that, Jerry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Look, I think a lot of you have seen Eurotrip. You must have, because it crushed last round. It really did. It really did crush last round. So I'm glad at least you've seen it. It's not one of those movies where I have to like beg you to go see it, but 40-year-old virgin is moving on with 58%. Look, it was a close match. It's the number one seed for a reason. I really knew that Eurotrip had a tough road ahead. But look, good showing, good showing. Applause for EuroTrip for as far as you got. Let's move on to the next matchup. The number 3 seed Wedding Crashers going up against the number 2 seed of Superbad. Jared, we start with you. A minute and a half on the clock. What are you doing for this? Wedding Crashers, Superbad.
Oh man, Wedding Crashers, going to weddings, crashing them. Making up lives, the maple syrup conglomerates and whatnot. The chemistry amongst these two leads of Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, I think, works fairly well in this movie. And then also, like the shenanigans they get into. This is a fun, rewatchable sex comedy, nudity, fun characters, all of that. But it's got to be that Superbad because that has the edge. Sure, there's not enough. I don't even think there is nudity in Superbad, but it is that sex comedy. It's the coming of age. It's kind of that American Pie for a new generation of kids and whatnot. And the 3 leads of Michael Cera, Jonah Hill, and McLovin. So fun, like the whole McLovin sequence where he's going off with the cops and they clearly know he's underage and he's like, how old are you? Old enough to party. And he gets punched in the face. And just that gas station attendant that when he spills all the beer, he's like, oh fuck, I gotta clean this up. Like, it's just those tiny little side characters that make an impact. I am 100% on Superbad. I know Bongo's going to come in here and say something about guy in red and green or red and blue tights and Superman, but it is Superbad for this one.
All right, there you go. Let's reset the clock. We got 90 seconds on the clock for Bongo. Bongo, how do you feel about Wedding Crashers versus Superbad?
By the way, just let me say if I start getting bored here, I might go and take a crap or something. But just letting you know. Okay, so hang on 1 second. Okay, so the wedding crash, his chemistry between Vincent and the other guy, and the shenanigans, they've get up to a lot of shenanigans in the movie. It's great. Superman is coming of age. I'm not sure if it had any nudity. in it, but it's got McLovin and Jonah, someone, and what does that say? I don't know. And then I stopped listening, but I've taken some notes here. Hang on. There it is. Sorry. I just took a crap because I'm bored. So look, if I'm going to, which one did he say was the best one? I seriously wasn't listening to him. Help me out, man. Come on, I gotta look like I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to go with a Crash movie because I didn't see the other one apparently because, I watched the one with the dead guy in the blue tights. What? Too soon? I mean the inspiring guy who never mind, I'm gonna stop talking now. So the Crash wedding movie. Yay, it's the best.
If you want to vote for Wedding Crashers, do !vote 3 in the chat. If you want to vote for Superbad, !vote 2 in the chat. I gotta go Wedding Crasher. Yeah, I think so. I liked Superbad, but I've honestly I've never been very huge on it. I don't know. It just, and I don't know that
very huge.
Yeah, I know. And look, I'm in the minority here. Superbad has got a commanding lead, 72%. It just, I thought it was kind of funny the first time I saw it, and honestly, I rewatched it once for this, for the debate, and that was the second time I've seen it. Because it just never connected with me. Wedding Crashers, I've seen probably, I don't know, 30 times. I've seen this movie over and over again. I absolutely love this movie, and it's funny because I'm not a big Vince Vaughn fan. I love Owen Wilson. I think I'm an apologist for Owen Wilson. I think he's very funny. Vince, but Vince Vaughn, I'm not a big fan of. But I think it really works in this movie. But clearly none of you agree with me because Superbad coming in with 3 seconds left on the clock. 71% of the vote. It's coming in. Jared, are you surprised that Superbad is taking?
Yeah, it's coming in me. I am not surprised it's coming in at number 1. Superbad's gonna win this whole thing. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
I like that movie if I saw it, the proper one.
Interesting.
You might, Bingo.
I gotta say,
Can we maybe take a break for about 2 hours while I go and watch this Superman movie, the proper one?
Yeah, I mean, we can. Do you want me to just hit pause?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just hit pause real quick.
I can't guarantee that I'll come back though.
Oh, all right. Well, I need you here because we got to finish the show. We are in the finals. The number 1 seed 40-year-old virgin against the number 2 seed Superbad. Wasn't sure this was going to happen, but it is happening. 1 versus 2. You guys voted, and this is the finals. 40-year-old virgin Superbad. Bongo, let's start with you. 60 seconds on the clock. How do you feel about these 2 films?
Well, it's kind of funny, Alan, that you say that number 1 and number 2, because I kind of feel like both of these movies are number 2, if you know what I mean. Although really, I haven't seen the proper Superman movie, so I can't say. But so you got this 14-year-old virgin. Again, you're just making me say the same thing. Like Jimmy said, it's all these people are like, oh my God, it's the best movie. You should see this movie. It's so good. Yeah, I saw it, and it's don't make me watch this movie again. Then you've got the Superman movie. From what I've heard, it's the coming in the age movie. I don't know, man. What am I doing here? I hate this. Okay, I'm going to vote for 50 Shades.
50 Shades is your choice. Yeah. All right, Jared.
Now you're talking.
40-year-old virgin.
That had real sex in it.
Superbad. How do you feel about this?
Comedy.
I guess since Bongo is writing in new movies to throw into this, I'm gonna say and give some love to Sex Drive, because clearly it was left out of this competition. Sex Drive is one of the best 2000s sex comedies. It should be getting the crown here. But out of these two, 40-Year-Old Virgin versus Superbad, you already know how I'm leaning. Superbad, Superman in Bongo's case, is going to take the crown. Again, so much fun. McLovin, that license, that fake that sticker or whatever, everyone knew about it. Everyone loved it. The police officers of Seth Rogen and Bill Hader are absolutely wonderful, especially since they're like hunting down or looking for McLovin all night, just kind of reflecting on their younger time and days and whatnot. Yeah, 40-Year-Old Virgin, cool. Some people like it. Superbad has this one.
Some people like it. Whoa, that's
yeah. Some people
that's
like you.
That's quite the understatement. All right, let's.
Some is four people here like it.
4 people. Okay, let me before I even start the poll. I at least want to get my opinion out. Steve Carell, Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen, Elizabeth Banks, Jane Lynch. Come on, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's in this movie. He's got like a little thing. He's got a little cameo in it. Lest you forget.
Because it's short.
Come on. To me, it's absolutely 40-Year-Old Virgin. Superbad, highly overrated. It was fine. It was okay. It wasn't as groundbreaking. They did it better with 40-Year-Old Virgin. Look, even the poster says the guy who brought you 40-Year-Old Virgin knocked up, because 40-Year-Old Virgin, a better film. It was hilarious. It was very funny. I am voting for exclamation vote 1. If you want to vote with me with the right answer, it's 40-Year-Old Virgin, exclamation vote 1. If you want to vote Superbad, exclamation vote 2 in the chat.
Vote 2, baby.
Jen, I just want to tell you, I see you're in the chat. Just make sure you do exclamation vote together. You put a space. I don't want you to miss out on your vote because you're voting for. Oh wait, you're voting for Superbad. Never mind. Don't revote. You're fine. You're good.
It's looking like Superbad is in the lead.
I mean, I did like the bit where his planet blew up. That was pretty funny, I guess.
Not the right movie. That was Superman. That was Krypton. Not the right movie. Not the right movie.
Look, I still watched that one, okay? So I'm gonna talk about it. It's, okay. Stop bringing me down, man.
You're right. I'm sorry. You're free to talk whatever movies you want. All right. So it looks like we have a tie going into it. But just at the last second, Superbad comes in with the last second vote. Jennifer J. Quinn is the tiebreaker. She votes for Superbad. So Superbad.
Hold on. I think there's another vote coming in.
Sorry, Burke the Nerd. Well, he would have voted for Superbad anyway, so it doesn't matter. So 47% to 53% of the vote. It looks like Superbad, the number 2 seed, coming in, winning. Jared with the prediction. Superbad, ladies and gentlemen, you have voted. Superbad is your winner for tonight. All right, Bongo, I would ask you if you're happy with this result, but I don't think you give a shit about any of these movies. So,
yeah, that's, either way, no, doesn't matter which movie came in at number 1. I just don't care. This is cutting, I could have watched an hour of 50 Shades right now instead of doing this, but right. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay?
It is what it is. Bongo, why don't you let the people know what you got going on? I know that you do videos and interviews on the Dan Jansen Movie Talk channel, so why don't you let the people know about what you have in the future? Look, you had some really good 50 Shades interviews recently. I do got to say, even though you're obsessed with those movies, but let the people know what you got going on.
I have no idea. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out a way to make Jenkins' cat leave the house permanently. Look, I don't know. So if you want to find my videos, you go onto this website. It's called the Talking Movies with Dave Jenkins, and you can find me there. I do celebrity interviews. I was doing a news show, but no one watches it anymore, so they're all jerks and they can go to hell. But sometimes I review the good movies, the ones that Jenkins comes home is like, oh my God, that movie was terrible. I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, well, yeah, you're wrong, and I'm going to say why. So there's that, but yeah, thank you very much, Fanjecture, for having me on this show. I'd like to say that I had a really good time, but I'd be lying. But it was good to see Jackson again, and well, I don't know. Can I go now? What the hell, man? I've done my thing.
You've done your thing. Thank you so much for hanging out. Jared, Jared is a YouTube reviewer. He does J-Buck Studios. Jared, please let the people know what you have going on.
Bongo, again, always a pleasure being on here. We have a rocky past, so very, very fun to see you again, Adam. Thank you so much. But people can find me on YouTube at J-Buck Studios. I'm doing movie reviews, a bunch of other stuff over there. So if you like anything, I don't know, similar to this, jump over, because every idea Adam comes up with, I seem to steal it 2 months later. So jump over there. And then I also have a Twitch channel and, Twitter, Instagram at Jared Buckendahl.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for hanging out tonight. I love when you guys come on, and well, not you, Bongo, but definitely Jared. When Jared comes on, it's always a pleasure. And Bongo, it's good to see you. I'm glad we finally got to do something together.
I'm really happy right now.
Yeah. Please tell tell Dan I said hi. Let him know I wish him all the best.
Hey, Dave Jenkins, there's some bald guy on the screen who says hello to you. Yeah. Okay. I told him.
All right. Thank you. I gotta go. Goodbye. Thank you both.
Okay. Bye.
All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. We have Superbad as your winner. I can't believe it, but it did win. So there you go. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. Come back tomorrow on the channel. We'll do some shit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thanks for watching. See you later.